Hello Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for October 2024. Just before I start, to let you know, if you wanted to get a personal reading, you can do that through my website and the link is in the description box below. So, Sagittarius, October 2024. What do we need to know? We've got you finishing a race. They're showing me the wreath from the World card, which is about success. They're also showing me a crab, which is about hiding away somehow. And protective shell. It's emotional because it's Cancer, the crab, right? So it's something where there's success around some kind of emotion that's been hidden away. So let's get some cards out where you've been protecting yourself. Or maybe your twin's been protecting themselves. Let's just get some cards out and see what else they've got to say. 9 of Cups, which is happiness, wishes coming true, dreams coming true, everything that you desire coming into your life. So that's how we're starting things. And a form of emotional completion which leaves only one thing on the agenda, right? So it's like the card it's like a card that represents things like wedding receptions and parties and celebrations, and there's talking about like dreams and wishes and aspirations and hopes, and where it's basically that last thing comes along that enables you to throw the party that, you know, that matches up to that dream coming true. So that's what they're saying there. 10 of Wands, which is an ending energetically. So in twin flame process, that's the energetic process coming to an end in some respect. 2 of Swords, which is ego. And choices and decisions, or what would appear to be made from ego. Let's have a look here. We've got 8 of Swords, mental connection between you and your twin. Sagittarius, we've got the now moment right in the heart of the matter. So something occurring now that is around the completion of a process that requires the ego to engage to. This is communication, right? If it's egoic communication, then we're not talking about just a mental link between twins. We're talking about actual communication, because ego is in form, right? So we've got that, and then we've got the King of Swords, which is the masculine manifest, because he's a 4, and verbal, because he's a sword. So we have got something verbal coming that is the ending of a process, which considers something you've been waiting for. Because remember, it's the 9, so it's like the one outstanding there to celebrate. So information coming in perhaps from your twin that facilitates the celebration of knowing that your dream is coming true, or your hopes and desires are becoming fulfilled. 5 of Wands, which is a shake-up, a change, something chaotic going on. Again, we've got it in line here with the ego, the 2 of Swords. So it's something rash, they just said. Somebody speaking rashly. Is somebody speaking without turn? So it's like not thought out clearly, basically. Something doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, right? Somebody blurts something out. It's just something not fully engaged, they're saying, like not, spur of the moment kind of communication. Let's have a look. Hermit, wisdom. That's coming from a wise place, right? So we've got an ending there energetically, and we've got, this is a 9, this is an ending as well. It's wisdom on top of an ending now. So despite the fact it seems, it's just short and sweet because these are small cards, right? Daily cards, 2 and a 5, which are very like short, snappy little interactions, short and abrupt, bit like bum dialing, that kind of thing, but obviously not, because we've got not completely that. It's maybe like someone with their blinkers on. Oh look, she's got the blinker on. See her blindfold? It's like what we got here, what I've got in is the masculine writing something down like a text, and then just hitting send, like whether it's right or not, you know, grammar, spelling, just do it. Kind of like that, right? Because the more they think about it, the less likely they are to do it. So it's got to be quick. That's why. It's the means to an end, they just said. Well, this is the means to an end here. It's the means to an end. It's like, let's see if we get that. Fishing. They're fishing. They're fishing for it, basically. Last one here. Two of Cups. Twin flames. So that is the hope and desire. And the reason to celebrate is the emotion, is the twin flame card, right? It's just the twin flames facing off. Facing off with an unthought out text that might feel it would be a bit confusing, but at least it's a text, right? At least he did it, or she did it. It might be gobbledygook, but they did it, right? That's how it feels. Something meant to be. Let's look underneath at the heart of the masculine. So much coming through right now in terms of this. It's like for the masculine to operate from the heart, which is says underlying the now moment, is to basically being shut off somehow from their heart. Because if they were to fully go into their heart, what they were attempting to do, they'd go in so far they wouldn't be able to pull it back out and retrieve it again. So it's like if you think about something that you've lost and someone you've loved that you've lost, you can have a fleeting thought about them that's really high and really hopeful, right? And then you act on that, but it's got to be on the moment. Oh, the moment. It's got to be acting on the moment. Because if you go into it for too long, you start to feel all the like, oh, should I, shouldn't I, and why I can't, and, you know, and what went before, and the pain, and the, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's got to be short and sweet and sharp. Right. It's going to go on there now. Completion, utter completion, emotionally. Coming in. They're only talking about this for you, Sagittarius. So they're talking about the masculine doing this, and that's also if you're watching it and your masculine is a Sagittarius. And I'm going to go underneath on the heart of the masculine. That's again, it's short and sharp. It's like something that's got to be done. That's like the last nail, banging the last nail in. For the masculine to get it done, we just repeat. They've got to do it without really investigating it inside of themselves before they change their mind. Basically, 8 of Swords, acting in the moment. They just said, waiting for. This is the Hanged Man. This is what you've been waiting for. You've got a link here. So it's not just communication coming in, but you've got a link. So perhaps there's something that comes up in your life, Sagittarius, where you strike while the iron is hot. Instead of deliberating over something, you just do it. Whether you are, you know, it's like in this physical world where we're being physical, we are dealing with fear and we were dealing with love. And sometimes we don't do the things that would be the right thing to do because we are in fear of the result. right? So it's the same thing for the masculine. For them to do something, just do it despite the fear of what could be the result. It might entail you, feminine, doing something that would require you to just do it despite not knowing what the result might be. Like, you could bring yourself more chaos, right? Or you could bring yourself love, but you don't know until you do it which one you're going to bring. So it's doing it anyway. It's because that's the same here, right? Which is the ego being employed, which is the mind being employed to just get a job done. And the job that needs to get done is bringing the twins back together, right? But it's here. It's throwing it up all the chips being thrown up into the air without knowing where they land. That's that. Leave that at that. But it's the ending of a process here. I'm going to put one on the Hermit. Separation. The ending of separation, right? That's what we've got there. I'm going to put one on the King over there. Time. The Wheel of Fortune, which is time. So it's time for him to step forth and face the music, right? So it is that. That's that. That's all we got. And that's it. It's a very final, There's a final final thing gonna go on. Right. That's it. Lots of love. Hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.